Hello everybody, it is Neil here. I hope you're having a great day. And first, thanks for being with me through this new initiative called Faculty Coaching. I'm lucky enough to work with such a great group that I've known for many years, and I know how awesome you guys are at what you do, and how difficult online teaching is. There are some tried and true techniques that we all know and use, and it's really difficult to do everything perfectly, right? I mean, there is no such thing as a perfect teacher, and we all have our different strengths and weaknesses. And I reviewed our courses, all the courses, and tried to identify some common themes on things that we could work on, or maybe perhaps give a new approach to, or maybe there's something you didn't know about that might be of interest to you. So first, I want to talk about Blackboard. I'm going to create a series of videos like this one on all of these topics, the main big topics, and I thought this was the best way to kind of reach out to you at first. And then we can have a meeting perhaps at the end of the term to kind of discuss and wrap things up. But so in Blackboard there is a new tool, maybe not new to you, but maybe you've been using it before, but it's called Collaborate. And there it is right there, Collaborate Ultra. In some courses it's up here in the blue tabs, but if not, it's under course tools and Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. And as you know, we're required to have synchronous sessions with our students. So what that means is and record those sessions and then have them posted to our announcement area to humanize our courses for so many different reasons why we do it. But there's what you do, and what I did, I was talking while I did it, was click Create Session, and then name your session, and pick the day and time you want it to start. There's the guest link. So this is the link that you could post to your students to have them have access to this meeting. And go down here, you have more options. You can add a description, and then there are some session settings in here. I suggest just kind of leaving it the way it is, and then save, and the session is there. So whenever students, all they have to do is at the time of the meeting, they have that link, click on it, and they can go to your room. You can record and unlock. It's been taking a while to get into this meeting, so I don't want to waste too much time on this. Hopefully it'll come up. Here we go. So joining the session is Neil. And as you can see here, these buttons with your settings, share audio, and allow. You can share your video, and students can raise their hand. So there's all these different options, all right? And you can add documents, you can share content, you can share a blank whiteboard if you want to write on it, share a file, and that's probably what you would do. So most of what you would do. So let's just say this was the file I wanted to save. I just clicked on it, just like adding an attachment in an email, and it's uploading there. And then just click, once it uploads here, I will click share now, and the students will be able to see it. So here we go. It's about 85%. We're getting there, and bingo. Any second now. And while we're doing that, you can start your recording this way. Students, if they have trouble with audio, they can call in and use their phone. And if they need any help, you can check out the help tab. But as it's still converting here, but basically what's going to happen is all those files, that PowerPoint that I uploaded on Confucius, would be shared with my students. So there's that. Now, there's also the Mashup Tool. So whenever you go into create an announcement, or anytime you can pull up this dialog box, you have the option to create a Kaltura Mashup Tool. And so what that means is, let's go here. So we're going through the tools, Blackboard, Collaborate, and Kaltura. Whoops. Okay, so you click on Mashups and Kaltura Media. And I use Zoom a lot and record a lot of meetings with other software that's out there. But this is great, actually, because all the meetings that you record are going to be saved and archived in one spot. So you can always refer to those. So, for example, I have a course introduction, or a hello, if you will, that I send out every term, right? So I just want to quickly add that, and I don't want to have to redo it all the time. Like, for example, welcome to fall 465. So I just click select whatever video you want. And there you go. You can see how it goes right into your announcement if that's where you want to put it. And you can name it. You can change the tags and general information, submit it, and then it's just like submitting any other video or announcement. So now we're going to go back and let's take a look at another tool. This really isn't a part of Blackboard, but it's KC Alerts, which I'm pretty sure you guys all know about. But KC Alerts, you click on it, it opens up, and if there's a student that you're worried about who's having some issues in your course, whether that be attendance, whether that be lack of engagement, if they need tutoring, you have a lot of different options to report on your students. If it's a different, unique situation, you can describe that. But this automatically sends a report to Jeanette, and we can address this situation as needed. So it's just another point of contact that we can use with our students to try and help them along through this process. So that's KC Alert, and I use it quite a bit. It's very easy and quick, and the response is great. And I copied this. I took a screenshot of this because in the discussion board, the first one thing that's worked well for me, again, it's just me, it could be just me, but it's the first thing I do when I log into my course is go to the Ask Your Professor tab, because that tab consists of questions that students need a response to. So I always check there first to see if there's anything that I can take care of right away. And then there's also these are some reporting functions that you have, and I will show these to you right here. So if you go down to in your course, if you go to evaluation, you have course reports. Course reports are simply exactly what they sound like. I don't run these too often, but in certain times it's a fit for what you need, or you want to learn some information about a particular student, you can do that, or your class overview. So you have all these different options to run a report. And one tab that you may find particularly useful is the performance dashboard. So it tells you how many days since last course login, and this is an old course, that's why they're not they haven't been in here for so long. But it tells you in the discussion boards, you can click on it, it'll take you to that discussion, and it'll give you their entire breakdown by week. So it's kind of a cool performance dashboard tab, and you can drill down into each separate item individually. And then finally, the retention center. If you haven't used this, I think it's a great tool and something you should check out. As we're going to the retention center, it's a way to track students who are currently at risk, and it gives you by missing deadline, grades alert, activity alert if a student hasn't logged in, and an access alert. So let's just click on access alert. It gives you the idea that, okay, this student logged in 4 days ago. Okay, so at that point you can monitor the student if you click monitor or notify. And this is great because it seems like it's honestly like very computer generated. So if you notify, it emails the student, and then it says your access patterns have triggered an alert from this course. Please log in. Regular attendance is required. So that'll go to the student. That makes me as the instructor not be the bad guy, but it gives you vital stats on each student who may be struggling, and some basic information. And this is an old course, that's why some of this stuff is out of date. But I hope you see the basic gist of the retention center and may find that useful. So thanks, guys.